Hi folks, Thomas Henson here with thomashenson.com, and today is another episode of Isilon Quick Tips. And so today is a very special episode where we're going to dig into some performance reporting in InsightIQ. So we're going to walk through how to use it and how to filter and sort through some of the performance reports in InsightIQ. And at the end, we're going to build our own performance report. So let's log into our cluster and you can follow along as we go through performance reporting. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come in here and it's going to bring us out to our dashboard. And from within our dashboard, we want to jump into the performance reporting. And so once we're in our performance reporting, you can see here that I've already got a standard report pulled up. And so you can see that my cluster, Henson Cluster. So let's remember all these quick tips that I'm doing. I'm specifically doing them from my own little home lab here. So it's not going to be, I'm not going to have petabytes and petabytes of data and not have a lot of performance reporting. But I made sure that we move some stuff over so we can get a good feel for it. So the first thing you can do is you can see here the type of reports that you want to pull off of. So there's some standard reports here that are all pre-built and they're going to have different characteristics. And so we can go through and select each one of these and then also apply a date range for these. So you can, go back and say, hey, I want to look at everything for, some from January all the way to today in February. Or you can kind of push it back and look at a specific time. So say somebody comes back to you and says, hey, there was something going on January 7th, and we want to dig down into and see what was going on from let's just say a 12-hour period. And so we can select that and look at that 12-hour period. That's really good for being able to go back and be able to check on things that were going on your cluster, because sometimes when issues come up or you're trying to troubleshoot something, it doesn't always happen in real time that you're given the information. A lot of times it does, but sometimes it doesn't, right? You're going back and saying, hey, I think we had an issue last week or last month. So this gives you that ability. But you can also quickly get into a zoom level, right? So you can go back and look at a week, 3 days, and then this kind of builds all out here. So you can, look at the different reports and build out those. But let's look at this performance cluster report. This is the one that I always kind of come in, and it's a standard one whenever I'm trying to troubleshoot something or even just kind of show somebody how to use InsightIQ. So there's a lot of different things that are going on here. So like I said, in my environment, don't have a lot of specific IP addresses, but don't have a lot of clients. But here's some of the reports. So we can look at your throughput. You can look at protocol. You can look at CPU utilization, right? So you can see spikes in your CPU utilization. Remember, this is from a cluster perspective here. You can see active clients, which is really good, connected clients, jobs, and job workers. So there's a lot of different information that you can pull from here. But one of my favorite features about InsightIQ whenever you're looking at the performance reporting is how we can filter out, right? So how you can filter out by protocol. Like, hey, let's see what's going on from a protocol perspective. So majority of mine is SMB2, which I would think, but Pappy got some HTTP. I actually have no HTTP here, but so you can see Pappy for my InsightIQ performance reporting, and you can see SIQ here for SyncIQ. So not a lot going on from a SyncIQ perspective. But within this, let's hold that SMB2. So you can see I've got the SMB2 kept here. Now let's look at the clients. So from a client perspective, I've got two that are writing from an SMB perspective, but you can start to drill down. And we can also see, I think I only have a one node cluster at this point. Yeah, so I've got a one node cluster, but you can break it out and look and see what's going on from the perspective of each node, right? The protocol, direction, or even the interface, right? You want to look in and see what's going on from that perspective of your networking. So really, really powerful way to just dig in and kind of look through what you're looking for from a performance perspective. So like I said, snapshot time and place, so we can see specifically when transfers were happening, what was going on the cluster from that perspective. So that's just a quick high-level view of how to use these performance reporting and how I like to jump in and kind of tackle some performance issues and kind of be able to show how to get the most out of InsightIQ within 2 minutes, right? But I want to show another feature too. So we talked about these reports, so these standard list of reports here. These are in our performance report, so we can create our own report. So you can see where we have the cluster performance report here, and these are the templates. So if we wanted to build our own, so we can call this one Henson Cluster. So this is something maybe I want to look at every time that I come in, and I could say that this is a scheduled reporting or a live reporting, performance reporting. And so let's come in and you can see some of the things that we want to pull out. So let's say that I want to look at CPU utilization, and I want to look at, let's look at connected clients, and let's grab that throughput. All right, so we're going to grab the external network throughput, and we're just going to call this our report here for Isilon Cluster, and finish that out. Now, saved reports. We should be able to view our reports. So CPU utilization, connected clients, external network throughput. So simple way just to be able to create and have your own specific reports that you want to see. And so you can have multiple ones there, or you can use the ones that come standard, or you can actually use a template and build your own. So that's all I have today for Isilon Quick Tips. Make sure you subscribe so you never miss an episode.